In our forums, we asked you to post any questions that you had for this segment. So I'm going to take one of these questions and share it with all of us. This one is from Frances, and she writes, "It would be great if you could show the deadlift in slow motion detail. All the pointers on YouTube for the squat was a great reminder for form. Last year, I had a lower back problem, and I'm afraid to do the deadlift with any real weight, especially when I'm not 100% about form. I'm also curious about modifications or alternatives to the deadlift. I thank you in advance, and I also thank you for a fabulous dynamic workout series. It just may get me through this horrible New England winter." That's cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is demonstrate the deadlift. You're going to use no weight at all, and you're going to just take the barbell. So Frances, go get your barbell and join me here, and anyone else who wants to do it with me. You're going to stand with a neutral stance, not bad posture, which would be having your pelvic hips forward and your shoulders rounded. We're going to stand nice and tall, our knees are slightly soft, and our shoulders are up. I'm going to look forward this way because I'll be out of alignment if I look into the camera. Your thumbs are going to be just outside your thigh, and you're going to keep that bar right along the body as you go forward. Your movement is going to generate from the hips, not bending the knees, generate from the hips. Your hips will shift back and the weight will go in your heels as the bar slides down the thighs. So very slow motion is what you asked for. That's what you're going to get. Check this out. Your hips are going to go back. That bar is going to stay right on your thighs. Notice right here, I'm going to stop in mid-motion. I want you to look at my shoulders and notice that they are still straight. They're not rounded. That's typically what happens once that weight gets on the bar and the lower back is weak. So I need you to check out what I'm going to do here. Get those shoulders back up. Keep your chin up as if you're looking right over a cliff. Don't let the head lose alignment, okay? So here's your good cervical alignment. We're going to pick up where we left off and continue sliding down with the bar, shaving the thighs. Now my weight is in my heels. That bar is at my knee level. Most people should stop here if their flexibility is not good or it's limited, because anything further than this is going to stress the back. And then you would return back up to the standing position, keeping that bar along the thighs, and the weight transfers out of the heels now and centers above the body. Okay, so I'm going to give it to you again, going down, 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 without rounding the back, and coming back up. For those of you who have a little more flexibility, you can go down just below the knees and in some cases further down toward the floor, okay? However, if you're just learning a deadlift, you shouldn't be anywhere near there, stopping right at this point. Here's a good thing to remind you of too. Your knee joint is soft, not locked. Okay, as soon as you lock those knees, that puts stress right on the back and it makes the hamstrings feel very tight too. So a slightly soft knee coming up, and you'll feel immediately that takes the pressure off the back as well. Okay, body tall, hinge, go down to about 90 degrees, checking on good cervical alignment, shoulders are straight, knees are soft, and come back up. Hopefully that helped you, Frances. I know you wanted some alternatives as well. Well, when it comes to the deadlift, it's the stretching and the movement that makes it so unique, so that you're stretching and strengthening at the same time. So there isn't 100% exercise that I could give you that would do the exact same thing for you, but I can show you an alternative on the ball, which will work the low back and the hamstrings as well. So that alternative is going to be that you're going to place your feet, shoot forward here, and you're going to take a ball that's about 55 centimeters in diameter here, and you're going to lie down on your back. Your feet are going to be in the middle of the ball. You're going to now place your palms to the floor, feet on the ball, engage your low back strength, and you're going to lift your hips up off the floor. So now you've engaged your hamstrings, you've engaged your core, and your low back. So the same muscles are working here that are also working in the deadlift. And the main thing here is to keep the body in alignment as long as you can, probably about 30 seconds to a minute, and then lower down. That's actually an excellent exercise to condition your back strength so that you can start adding weight into your deadlift as well. Now, if you want to really get more hamstring recruitment, after you've mastered this position, you're going to roll your heels in slowly and back out. Now that's firing the hamstrings, which is the exact muscle that's also used in the deadlift. So if we want to do a little 4-count move here, we can go up and in and out and down. Try 8 slow controlled reps like that as a substitute for a deadlift for the purpose of conditioning your back for a traditional deadlift or as a substitute exercise. I hope you found that helpful. I hope you enjoyed this segment and thanks for joining me. Next week when we do STS together, we'll be right back here comparing our notes and see how we did. Keep your questions coming too, they're fantastic. I enjoy helping you with all of your concerns and anything else that you want to ask me. All right, we'll see you next week.